and Friday the 13th have awful movies in them. It's even debatable if Friday the 13th has one good movie. Scream is the only slasher franchise that actually deserves to be at number 7. Really? Welcome back to the channel, The Real Ish. Alright, so this video is going to be a little different than my usual videos. I did a video recently titled Scream 7 Speculations and Theories. And that's just me going over some thoughts and speculations and theories, like the title says, for the new movie Scream 7 that drops next week. Okay, so that was the last video I did on the channel. So got a few comments and everything like that. So what inspired this video right here is because I had a commenter say that basically what I think is wrong. My opinion is not correct. Okay, so the whole video was just about what we all are anticipating for Scream 7, if at all, you know. So I'm not that invested in Scream 7, anything past Scream 2. I'm not that invested in it. And I'll tell you why, because it's just not that deep to me. You know, they have not been that great of quality movies, in my opinion. That doesn't mean I'm right, I guess, you know, but that's just what I think. Anyway, so that's what I said. I mentioned some things like that in the video. I mentioned how I feel about the Scream franchise. It's no secret that I don't think that Scream has so many great movies past the second one. And I'm not the only one that thinks that, you know, so that is me voicing my opinion. I made a whole video about Scream Rant before on the channel. I made a video about how Scream 7 is not needed, you know, so, and we're here. So in that last video, I got a comment saying, I'm just gonna read the whole comment, okay? They're addressing when I said that, basically I said in the video that they're milking the Scream franchise. They are, which they are. I mean, you can't tell me they're not. They're milking the Halloween franchise. They milk any franchise. And what I mean by milk is like that they just keep, you know, just doing it over. It's overused, it's oversaturated. We're done with Scream. We don't need any more. We don't need any more Halloween. That's what I mean. But here's the comment. They said, when you have as high of a quality that this franchise does, it's not milking. There are plenty of horror franchises that went in even after becoming bad. Scream has no bad movies still after 6 movies. Varying quality, yeah, but no outright garbage or even bad movie. Scream is the only slasher franchise that actually deserves to be at 7. The best slasher franchise of them all. It's kind of funny hearing someone say that it doesn't deserve that when Halloween and Friday the 13th have awful movies in them. It's even debatable if Friday the 13th has one good movie in it. Scream is quality. That was the whole comment right there. And I'm still stuck on them saying that Friday the 13th has awful movies in them, and it's even debatable if Friday the 13th has one good movie in it. I'm stuck on that, and I'm stuck on the part when they said Scream is the only slasher franchise that actually deserves to be at number 7. Really? Really? You sure about that? Are you sure? Because I'm not. That's really debatable, you know. And every comment that I get on whatever video, I respect the comment because that's your opinion, and I appreciate you just watching the video and feeling the need to comment. But what I don't appreciate is somebody coming at me with hostility, like, oh, I'm just wrong, and the way they word it is like, calm down. My response was, that is your opinion and I stand by mine. LOL, it's not that deep. To me, it's not that deep. It really isn't. I don't come on here making videos about stuff that and just hating and just say I hate it. Like, it's just me forming my opinion. I love scary movies and I want to talk about them, and that's why I made the channel. And as easy as I made my channel, you can make your own channel and give your opinion and leave it at that, you know? People don't have to agree with me for me to be okay. We can agree and disagree. Like, I'm not the type of person, you don't have to agree with my opinion, but my opinion still stands and you have to respect it. 1, because it's my channel, and 2, because that's just human nature. You just respect each other. You don't have to come on here coming at me crazy and sideways because you think you're right. We both think our opinion is right, so it doesn't really matter, you know what I mean? So it's not that serious to me. But that comment itself made me want to make this video and dive into it. So I typed in on Google, like always, I typed in which movie has more quality, Scream or Friday the 13th. And of course, Google and AI, they're gonna say Scream this, Scream that, Scream is the better franchise for whatever they want to say. I'm not really going to go into it too much, but overall it said that Friday the 13th has over 10 films, and the series is known for a high volume of kills, but has several widely criticized entries. Example, part 5 and part 9. They said it's more focused on delivery, consistent slasher fun rather than high quality filmmaking or complex plots. See, that's where I'm gonna have to stop, because we're comparing two different franchises. One was from the 80s and one's from the 90s, and on to the later 2000s. Like, I don't really see the comparison in Friday the 13th and Scream. That's why I was confused why the person brought those two up in the comment in the first place, because my video was about Scream 7 speculations and theories, not about Halloween or Friday the 13th. If you want to put anything together, put Friday the 13th and Halloween, and I've already made a video about Halloween and how I think that franchise in itself is overdone and milked also, and just trash. And I've made a video about how Michael Myers versus Jason, and I said that Jason was a better villain. I've already made these type of videos. I just don't understand why this was brought up in this video about Scream 7. That's the thing I'm confused about. So 9 months ago on Reddit, somebody said Halloween versus Scream franchises versus Friday the 13th and versus Nightmare franchises. They wanted to know the order. I'm just gonna read a few off just to get a little bit, you know. The person who started it said they're gonna put Halloween first, Halloween first, Scream Friday, and then Nightmare. Then someone says, this one, they said Friday 13th first, Halloween, Nightmare, then Scream. How do you put Halloween before Nightmare? I don't know. And then, let me find one that sounds about right. This one sounds about right. Friday 13th first, then Nightmare on Elm Street, Scream, then Halloween. You know, so me personally, when it comes to scary movies, I love Nightmare on Elm Street. For me, I would put Nightmare on Elm Street, then Friday the 13th, Scream, then Halloween, because I hate Halloween. I don't even really like Halloween, the first one, but we're not here to talk about that. We're here to talk about Scream and Friday the 13th. So, I mean, this video was just for me to poke a little fun at the comment and just kind of understand where this person was coming from, because, again, I was talking about Scream 7 speculations. But we're gonna talk about one more thing real quick. How can you say that Scream has no bad movies? Come on, Scream has some bad movies. I'll show you. So for a franchise to not have not one bad movie, Scream 3, do you remember that? That is considered to be the worst, the weakest one of them all. Doesn't make sense. To be completely honest, I've said it before, but Scream should have stopped at 1, to be completely honest. Because the whole thing about Billy Loomis' mother being the killer in Scream 2, that didn't do it for me either. So to me, that's bad. Then you have Scream 4, bad. You have Scream 5 and 6, that's even worse. And then you have Scream 7, and I'm calling it bad already before it even comes out. No, but seriously, you cannot tell me that this franchise has no bad movies. Every franchise has a bad movie. With Friday the 13th, you can say some of those were not that great or whatever. That's your opinion, you know. You can say that Friday the 13th has all these bad movies. The only really terrible one is Jason X. That was horrible. But I can sit and look at all the Jason movies. They play them on TV. I can sit there and look at all of them. I can sit there and watch them all. I just did a video on the Chucky series, the whole Chucky franchise, I can't sit there and watch all those movies because after 3, they suck. They have bad movies. Every franchise has bad movies. Halloween, the whole franchise, it makes no sense. They ignore things. So don't come here and say that Scream doesn't have any bad movies, because they do. They do. I just can't see how you can say that Scream had no bad movies. Like, come on. So real quick, I went on a website titled 1428elm.com. All right, and they ranked all 6 Scream movies from worst to best. All right, so they got them from worst to best. Yeah, worst to best. So listen. Number 6, they said Scream 3. I completely agree with that. I completely agree. It doesn't make any sense, this whole thing. Number 5 is Scream 2. They say this one, Scream 2, is not anything to write home about, and it's not. It doesn't do anything for me. And then number 4 is Scream 2022. I hated it. There was nothing about it that I liked. Then 3, they got Scream 6. Then they got, I hate that one. Then they got Scream 4. I hate that one. And then, of course, the best one, they have Scream 1. I don't like any of them. But you can't tell me that that movie does not have any bad movies. They go from great to just terrible, and a lot of the plot doesn't make sense. A lot of the killers, a lot of things they try to connect doesn't make sense. It's not even supposed to be a Scream rant, but I feel like it's another one just because of the comment that I was left. So whatever. But at the end of the day, my opinion is that I would rather watch Friday the 13th any given day than to watch any of the Scream movies past number 1. Take that and do what you will with it. That's my opinion. You don't have to agree. I don't really care if you agree. It doesn't matter to me. It's my opinion, and it's still gonna be here. So don't come under this video talking crazy, because I'm either not gonna reply or I'm gonna block you, because I'm just tired of it. So you have to, what you guys don't realize is that this is my channel, and this is a space that I come to talk about something that I love, which is horror movies, and I think I do a pretty good job at it. So, you know, don't come criticizing my opinion. It's plenty of movies that I hate, that I don't like, but that's like me going to find a video about the movies that I don't really like, and then people saying they love them, and I go under that video and tell them how wrong they are. I don't have a right to do that, because I respect their opinion. I might not agree with it, but I respect it, because that's just how it goes, and that's how it's gonna go over here. All right, so this video went on way longer than I wanted to. I just wanted to address this comment that I got. Yeah, so let me know what you think. Do you think that Friday the 13th is just an awful franchise, and that Scream, the franchise, has no bad movies in it at all? Let's be real. Let's be realistic here, okay? No biased opinions. Let's be real. Really real. So like this video, comment, share, do all that good stuff, and subscribe if you are new. And thank you for watching. I am out of here. God bless.